We are out here. We're continuing off on Pokemon Colosseum, which we've been playing nonstop diligently. We have purified not a whole lot, but we have just captured the Shadow Raikou from the Ian Lab. Hello, Lesser Panda. Welcome on in.
We have captured Ray D Shadow Legend.
We have captured Ray D Shadow Legend, and we're going to be making our way over to...
You want me to play, or you can play?
No, you're going to play, because... You're going to play.
I'm going to play?
You're going to play.
I'm going to create a device?
Yeah, you're about to create a device. Looks like they're still working on this.
They're still, the boys are still at Relgum, but we're going to come back very shortly. I think we got to go to Fenyak. Oh, maybe
Fenyak?
the under first.
Is it the... I thought... Didn't we get like a...
We should go to the under first.
Didn't we receive a message on our device?
Yeah, to go to the under.
Was it to the under or was it to...
It was the under.
Let's check the device. Here, I'm going to give you the device.
On the range.
All right.
So we'll email. Find out you'll find the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Please bring it to the under. I'll be waiting.
All right, Nick was right. We had to go to the under. So we're going to go on down to the under now.
I just wish a Gate Village was real. Like, that's such a... What do you think that's modeled after?
Apparently, this is all modeled after places in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona's Fenyak. Yeah, apparently this is Arizona. Wait, why'd you end up in Fenyak? I thought you were going to the under.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm at the under.
I'm in the best room. I wish his device that he was riding on was real.
I know. I would totally purchase that device.
So we got the boys all here. Me, Nick, and Rick.
I just wish women walked around in these pink boots.
Yeah, me too.
Like, could you imagine? That'd be like instant increase in attractiveness.
You gotta go see the kids' grid.
The kids' grid.
Oh, we have the U-disc where we could go up to.
That's the Colosseum up there, right?
No. That takes us to find a
Device?
a device, a time flute.
Oh, a skin flute?
Yeah, skin flute.
How about how I hit that great guy move on T-Stone today?
That was good. Yeah, T-Stone couldn't follow up that great guy bit.
I know. She could have, but she fell through.
Hello, Clovis. Welcome.
Clovis in the house. Oh, and Lesser Panda. Lesser Panda's been in here, though.
Yeah, and I announced Lesser Panda was here.
I think I remember that.
You're probably
I was too busy thinking about my device.
You were definitely too busy thinking about your device.
I love how, like, the character in this game literally blew up Team Snag'em, and now he's, like, asking 11-year-olds to help him.
Yeah, I know.
So what do we do now?
I think we have to go to A-Gate Village. I think you're going to get, like, an email from, like, Jade's grandpa. VHX, how are you guys playing Pokemon Go while working at dental patients? I play Pokemon Go sometimes in the office when I am, like, on break and just sitting there hanging out.
Yeah, he's sitting there.
He is sitting there.
Oh, you know what?
Don't go out that way because they're going to battle you. Got to make sure that I catch my shiny Snorlax. I actually do have a shiny Snorlax. I have a shiny Snorlax who's wearing a hat. I have a lot of shiny Pokemon. They recently had Detective Pikachu showing up in Pokemon Go again, and I caught 2 shiny Detective Pikachus, which was pretty great.
Did we even come up here in our last playthrough?
Yeah, we got the skin flute.
Did we get the skin flute here in our last playthrough?
Yeah, we did. We did.
We got this.
Yeah, but we never use the skin flute.
No, you're like anti-skin flute.
Anti-skin flute. Yeah, they had a Slowpoke wearing a hat, and I got the shiny Slowpoke wearing a hat. The only thing that stinks is for some reason you can't evolve the Slowpoke wearing the hat, but you can evolve the Detective Pikachu wearing a hat. So you could get a Detective Raichu. Use the disc now. Do you have the L disc? See if you have the L disc. Maybe you could go get that item over there.
The latent disc?
Yeah, the latent disc.
Named after Andrew Latus.
That's a good reference. No, we just have the F disc. You better do off doing the F disc to pay respects. Sounds so wrong. Yes. Yes, it's supposed to. That's the joke. It's comedy.
Gomedy.
Gomedy.
I'm trying to leave her. Let's see if I can glitch it, right?
You can glitch it where you leave her. You're rather hirsute under the tracksuit. Yeah, I got the tracksuit on today. I mean, Nick was wearing the top of the tracksuit on again, and he took it off. It's kind of... Wait, talk to the man. Talk to the man. Did you see the man? He's going to talk about Relgum. Fellas, pack your bags. We're going to Relgum.
Guys, we're going
to Relgum. The time has come.
We're going to Relgum.
Here we go.
We're going to Relgum.
Here we go.
Jade, we're going to Relgum.
I'm sorry, Lesser Panda. You had a terrible day, but you know what? We're going to turn it all around. We're going to Relgum.
An immense tower that was finally completed as Cypher's base. It has a Colosseum on top.
Wait, did we learn that it was made through Cypher's base yet?
It says...
I mean, it says it there, but, like, did our character learn that? Like we know that by playing it.
Well, yeah, it says it in the name.
Fellas, we're going to Relgum. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted my house to look like this. Like, with the pseudo-woodos and the thing and everything,
Yeah.
except it probably wouldn't be a pseudo-woodo. Just take this and... It's so beautiful. It's so pristine. Like, you just want to drink that water.
I know, I would drink that water.
Look at the 2003 textures. Look at the shadow tracing that's going on.
Look at the Ray D shadow
Look at the Ray D shadow legends. Look at the floating dodecahedrons.
We're going to Relgum on opening day.
Look at the chandelier that looks like the tower.
And we just fight Dakim right away, I think, right?
Oh, it's Dakim time.
Is this Dakim right here? Oh,
Oh.
minor B.
Baby. Mirror B. Minor B.
Easy work.
Okay. Lesser Panda is upset because people want pandas extinct. Clovis is saying... I'm just catching up on the chat.
Oh, we should have healed up.
We didn't heal up. Good! Good. Good. Well, that's what happens when we get excited when we go right into Relgum. I think we might be able to do this, though. You have to have Hentai attack Loudred.
Are we going to try to do this?
Oh, we're going to try to do this. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We're going to revive someone. Or do you want to?
Yeah, you know what? Just see what happens. Just see what happens.
There's no way to do it without using revive.
You know what? Don't do it. Just die. Because I don't want to just go through this again. Cinemassacre, welcome. We're playing Pokemon Colosseum again.
No, I think it's fun to try to win this.
All right, fine. Let's try to win this. It's a challenge. We only have two revives.
All right, we have 2 revives.
You have to
make
use
this
them.
happen.
What are you thinking?
Suicune.
Why are you thinking Suicune? He doesn't have a whole lot of moves. I think definitely Espionage.
All right. Oh, wow.
Good. Good.
Well, that's not what we needed.
Well, it's all coming together. Because now we get to use Suicune.
Do we?
I mean, we get to use Espionage. We're going to have to go after one of them.
Oh,
Good.
we're just done. We
We're
just
done.
lost.
It's over. Good. Do we get the Master Ball yet?
No.
I think we have to get further into Relgum, and then we get like a ping. I'm using your terminology now. We get a ping
Right.
to go see Jade's grandpa, and we get the Master Ball. Dun 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 dun.
Are you freaking kidding me? If that Entei strike just hit. No, not that.
Damn, it looks like everyone's having a rough day. I'm sorry to hear that, guys. Well, if it makes you feel better, it's pretty much all over now. At least in this time zone, there's only 2 hours. There's only 1 hour left in the day. And then we got a whole new one going on tomorrow.
Well, it was a waste of
2 revives.
1 revive. But unless I try to do it, right?
Are you going to try to do it?
Should I try to hit a Ragey Shadow Legend?
Oh, I hate these guys. Oh, geez, it's, look at that. It's VA-Track's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, VA-Trax.
Hope you have a good day tomorrow. What are you doing? Anything fun planned? Oh, you're using the, you're trying to slow him down method. You're going to stall him.
You think I'm
Sconing.
Of course it worked, right?
Because confusion is one of those things that when they do it to you, you're always confused. But when you do it to them, it never works.
Well, that was...
All right, you know what? This is it. It's going to be fine. What we're going to do is we're going to heal up our guys, and then we're going to go back to Relgum.
We got excited about going to Relgum, so now we've healed the guys?
Yeah, we have healed guys.
What a freaking mess, you know that? Alright. Just waltzing right back to Relgum. Fighting Minor B again. He beat us the first time we faced him too, so it's okay.
I thought we were able to salvage that.
No, that was the second time. The second time I really salvaged it, because he killed 2 of our guys right away, and it was like, what's going on here?
How is that water? Does it taste like it's contaminated?
I think we gotta be quick to change the filter though.
Clovis redeemed.
Where's the dog?
He's sleeping on the other Bedminster. Wait, where's the dog? There we go.
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? All right, back to the miner himself. What do you think the plan is? Going after Loudred or Psyduck?
Loudred knows Earthquake, right? So
Yeah.
let's get rid of him.
Triple kick him.
Oh man, that'll probably kill him.
See, Psyduck's tricky where he knows those psychic moves. There we go.
And Ludicolo sucks to fight.
Nah,
too.
Ricky's asleep. Ricky had 2 nice long walks today. Well, he had 1 nice long walk today, and then he had another shorter walk, but he walked a good, like, 5+ miles.
He walked a plethora of miles.
He did walk a plethora of miles.
Good night. Hitmontop.
Hitmonop.
Did a good job.
Do you think we should switch out Hitmonop for Rady Shadow Legend?
Oh yeah, I think we have to. It's kind of silly considering, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, it was really silly, huh?
Yeah, you sent him out against 2 water Pokemon.
Yeah. Yep, that's what we did.
Dig. Yeah, Ludicolo. Or... Oh, good. That's great. I hate when they do that.
And it did less damage this time.
Well, one thing you know they're all going to try to attack Typhlosion.
At least we got a free turn there.
And when I say Typhlosion, I mean Typhoid Mary.
Love Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary's a good guy. Good.
Wow, that
You know
was
what?
pathetic.
Just keep him hiding under...
He's gonna
good.
die here.
Send out Suicune. Send out the boys. Guy, why did you name him Mary? Oh, because his name's Typhlosion, so we call them Typhoid Mary. You know.
Like Thai food, you know?
Yeah, like Thai food Mary. That was another consideration.
Yeah.
Hentai. Hentai.
Hentai. We named Hentai Hentai.
We did name Entei Hentai. It all makes sense if...
It's all coming together. If you
Yeah.
will.
There's a method to this.
Ah, dead espionage.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think Minor B is like one of the hardest guys, actually, because he does those double hits,
Right.
and it's not like you could use a grass type Pokemon. Not that there's any good ones in Pokemon Colosseum, but it's not like you could use a grass type Pokemon against his water type Pokemons, because the water types are also grass types.
Right.
Like you're really just screwed either way.
Waste of a critical hit, but that's fine.
Speaking of hentai, is Nick still in denial?
Yeah, I'm not into hentai.
Yeah, Nick is not into hentai.
Of a fever pitch.
You gonna go after that one Ludicolo?
Yeah, you have to.
I hate that. They do Giga Drain, they do Surf.
Super effect. Oh wow, that did way more damage than it should have. Hopefully this critical hit will do something. I didn't even get a critical.
Oh, good, and he seeds you. But you know something? When you have a Ludicolo on your team, they're not that good.
Right.
You know, Twitch was telling me that my most used emoji was the Nick bobbing his head. It's because everyone wants to use it with the hentai.
Suicune's gonna die anyway. Espionage.
Guarantee hentai is in his search history. Check his phone. I can't get into Nick's phone even if I wanted to. You can't put out hentai. Nick's code is so long and it just does not
They made
flow.
me make it longer for work. It's my old student ID.
You know how sometimes numbers flow though? There's no flow to this.
No flow. This could have been executed much better. But we
Soon they're
didn't
gonna
execute
execute
it.
Huss. I hate when he does that.
Same. We're gonna kill him anyway, though.
He needs to die. There we go. One Ludicolo down. Yeah, Nick's hiding the hentai.
Espionage.
You gotta take down the Ludicolos.
You have to. Armadillo is probably gonna use Earthquake.
Yeah, probably. But you gotta take down the Ludicolos. Like, he's absurd.
Way more than it should have done.
At least it was an earthquake, right?
Right. Oh, and that did way more than it should have done, too.
Oh my god.
Oh, critical.
That
nice.
was good. We needed that.
Down goes Espionage, but he fought well.
Well, it's 1v1. Might as well be nothing.
No, it's not. We still have Hentai.
Oh, we do still have hentai. There we go, fellas. Nick's throwing out hentai.
And with a little Fire Besser.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Did not do a lot.
It's okay to like hentai, Nick. We won't judge you. It says VA Tracks.
Love V8 tracks. A little minor B action.
See his true colors finally showing. Nothing like a little rain in Relgum.
Nothing like a little rain in Relgum. They say it's hot, but not as hot as the night
That Johnny Vitti got married.
Wins in Relgum.
All right, well, there goes Mirror B. Oh, VHX is asking where you lost your virginity again.
At Donovan's Reef.
Yeah, Nick did lose his virginity in Donovan's Reef. In the back, though.
Yeah, in the back.
I love how they just straight up say that NASCAR is their leader.
Yeah.
Like, do they not know about E-Vice?
Right. I mean, did we even really meet E-Vice at all? Like,
we met him when he was
conversation.
undercover. All right, you gotta heal up your guys.
Yeah, we're not making that mistake again.
Where's the dog?
No, I don't feel the air conditioning at all.
It's kind of warm, actually.
It is pretty warm.
That's because the heat is on, and I guess it gives off heat from the big Where's the dog?
She did it. She did the
Where's
line.
the dog?
Where's the-
There's no heat coming up here. Where's the dog?
He's literally
Right
right
here.
there.
Oh, baby. Oh, lovely. He's so tired. How far did you walk him?
We just did a loop.
Did you do anything?
He peed.
Good boy, good boy. Where's the dog?
He didn't come up last
No,
night?
he never came up. He was so excited for Relgum that he had to sit down here and wait.
Yeah, he was excited for Relgum. He knew we were going to Relgum today.
Love Relgum.
Nothing like a little Relgum.
Where's the dog?
I think this is Dakim.
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 Dakim. And then we instantly fight Ian again.
Then we fight Venus and then Ian. There he is, that big man.
His head is where my head is where his dick is.
Yeah. His head is where your head is where his skin flute is.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get Jade to overlap it.
I don't think you get Jade to overlap it.
I think I can. Nope.
Do you two ever find that mom looks for Ricky more than all the time? That's why that's the meme. That's literally the meme. Where's the dog?
Where's the dog?
It doesn't matter where we are. It matters where the dog is.
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? Oh, that wish cache is gonna be a bitch. They're gonna be doing earthquake. You know they're gonna be doing earthquake.
He floats.
Yeah. Flygon is gonna fly,
They'll be
and they're
doing
gonna do earth.
earthquake.
I think they're
Oh,
both
we're
gonna have
be done.
earthquake.
So we're gonna just die very quickly.
We're gonna have to kill off wish cache. I'm telling you, kill off wish cache first. Drake's new album is dedicated to the dog. Drake got that dog in him.
He just did protect, so we just lost
Good,
an entire
perfect,
turn.
Perfect. That's a waste of a turn. You know what? Because Flygon's gonna use earthquake. Yep. This is what they're gonna take turns doing.
We're gonna have to find a way to win here, though.
We're gonna have to find a way to create a device.
I have created a device. Triple kick. We gotta turn back.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. I feel like Fortress is gonna. I feel like they're all gonna have Earthquake, but you know what? Use get Flygon out of this.
Triple kick.
They have really good Pokemon. Oh, good thing.
Yeah, good thing we didn't hit Fortress. Psybeam. A good hit.
Spaghetti.
Oh, a little spaghettis. Way to go, hanging in there, espionage.
So Frank texted me today going, I can't wait for Vegas. I'm very excited. And you know, I just texted him back.
Vegas bombs.
Vegas Bombs.
Or
Everyone
Vegas
follow my
Bombs.
brother on Twitch. He's under Vegas Bombs 98.
Yep. I mean, I stream from this account with
He
Joey,
streams
but
from this account, but you could follow him on his personal account.
Yeah.
Vegas Bombs 98.
Vegas bombs 98. So we're gonna kill this guy. Down goes Flagon. And Hitmontop still hanging in there. Who would have thought? We got a little Grandma Dolly action.
A lot of Grandma Dolly
A
action.
lot of Dolly Parton action.
Ton of Dolly Parton action. You're gonna have to use Umberto against Dolly Parton because Dolly Parton is a psychic type. Nick, no profile picture and 2 follows. Is that yours? That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
That sounds right. The 2 followers are probably me and Frank.
Yeah. I'm thinking we go Suicune and Umberto.
Yeah, Suicune and Umberto. That's a combination right there. Oh, actually, no. Use Typhoid Mary or Hentai because you use the fire attacks against Fortress, who's Steel.
You want me to get the fire fries?
Yeah, I'm telling you to get the fire fries. I'm telling you to get the caged fries and mix them with the other fries.
Love that.
What were the other fries? It was Cajun and something else, right?
From Five Guys?
No. Remember from VI?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I'm telling you to get the disco fries.
The disco
Oh
fries.
man, these guys in
okay.
their Protect. They all have a gimmick, you know that? This
Yeah.
guy's gimmick is Earthquake.
Right.
The other guy's
Minor B is Leech Seed.
Leech Seed, like Rain,
Yeah.
all that. I think Venus's gimmick is going to be Surf.
He literally just murked Typhoid Mary.
VHRX says you'll be pleased to know that you now have 3 followers. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that, I upped my followers by 50% tonight.
Thank you, VHRX. Thank
Love
you for the follow.
VHX. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the GGs.
Thank you for hanging out. Thank you
for
for being
hanging
a
out.
friend.
Love VHX. Good night, Fortress. See you later, alligator.
Bum, bum, bum. Affiliate, here we come. Yeah, we're gonna get Nick to affiliate status.
I mean, I don't think it would be super hard to get.
No, we literally got me to affiliate status in a
like
week.
a week, yeah.
We could get you to affiliate status.
Bum, 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 dum, ba-da-dum. Right, so he killed Hentai, but that's okay. We're about to kill Clay Doll. We just killed Dolly Parton.
Bye-bye, Dolly Parton. I think you could get Dolly Parton in the other version of the game. In XD, I'm sorry.
NXT Grail of Darkness. The sunlight faded. It's just us now. It's just the kids. Houndoom's level 47 though.
You know, part of me wants to play through XD just because I love this game so much, but XD is just not good.
It's a bad game.
It's good when you get to the island, but that's it.
Yeah, that's the only time it gets good.
Maybe
Shadow
make
would
a
be
new
bust,
username,
yeah.
my brother Nick.
Yeah, that could be good
That
too.
that could be good. That could be good. Oh, we got Mudu-sama in there with the foxes. You got a little Tails fox now today.
Well,
Oh no, it looks like Tails from where I was sitting further back. Welcome in, Mudu-sama.
Little Mudu action, okay.
A lot of Mudu action.
Tons of Mudu action. Oh, you just solar flare?
You know, you wouldn't think that the freaking fire type has a grass move. You just wouldn't
Never
think that,
it.
right?
No.
You know, that would be so funny if you made it my brother Nick, because you're deriving off of me, who is
Right.
deriving off of Frank. And that's comedy.
We love derivatives in this house.
If there's one thing we love, it's derivatives. Nick is a huge calculus guy.
Love a good derivative.
Love a good calculus.
Yes.
Better do it before someone takes it.
Nah, no one will take it.
Unless someone in the chat wants to be my brother Nick. In which case
Tristan.
they're going to be an imposter.
Love a good impooster. Fever pitch. Good night.
Affiliate again, why? You're already affiliate. After affiliate is partner, then it gets a bit harder to get. No, we were joking.
What's after partner?
I think partner's the highest you get. No, we were joking around that we were going to get Nick's account, Vegas Bombs 98, to affiliate. Even though Nick hasn't streamed yet on here. But it doesn't look like we're going to do
stream.
that.
I'd probably just do it from Joey's account.
Yeah, you'd probably do it from my account. Or you'd probably just stream yourself playing chess, honestly.
Yeah, from your account.
Dakim.
And you guys might think, oh, Nick's streaming himself. Go home to mommy. I just beat your ass. So you probably think I'm good at chess, and that answer is no. I'm not good at chess. I like to play chess. My friend in India beat me the other day, Vikrant. He beat me in chess. But I beat Hugh, though. I beat him on the real board.
Hugh is one of Nick's workmans.
Yeah, well, they're all my workmans. Hugh likes to game, but he plays the shooter games.
Wait, you gotta heal up.
I gotta heal.
You know, when we get further into Relgum, there's gonna be a place where you'd be able to heal.
Love Railgun.
Fellas, pack your bags. We're going to Relgum. You know, the easiest one to get to the Pokemon Center, I think, would probably be... Yeah, Phoenix.
Or you were gonna say the under?
No, the under, you gotta go through, like, hoops to get to the...
No, you could literally just take the elevator right down.
Yeah, but then you gotta take the elevator right up. Wait,
You're right. There's no elevators this way.
the Vader.
Love Vader.
I almost want to just swim in that Phoenix City aqueduct. You see that aqueduct going around on the side? I want to just swim in it. When Nick is not playing chess, he's busy caddying for some of the nicest golfers ever.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm going golfing this Friday. When I say going golfing, I mean I'm getting a golf lesson. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see how that... Because I'm pretty challenged when it comes to sports and athletics. Though my running was pretty decent. I got to get back on it, though, because I haven't run since the 5K.
Relgum.
Back to Relgum. Partner hard. The first step, you need 75 viewers watching the whole stream, not leaving. It's not like affiliate. That's alone hard as an average. Yeah, it's hard to get like 75 people in to average. Like, I think we've been averaging like 8 to 12.
Way harder than affiliate.
Yeah,
It's
like,
an exponential growth.
That is exponential. That's not an actual old man. That's a lie. You should save here. You should save here. I think that guy might have a shadow
A
Pokemon.
Ray D Shadow Legend?
I think that guy might have a Ray D Shadow Legend.
You know what they say, save early, save often, save twice.
This whole setup you guys have, did Nick ever financially put in for the fun?
No.
But I'm going to tell you something. He did support me when I was in dental school. And when I say support me, I don't mean financially. I mean, I do mean financially, but I don't mean for any of my like legitimate needs. Some of my silly extracurricular activities he would fund that my parents didn't want to provide the funding for.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
once had a $50 speeding ticket, too. And
Yeah, Nick paid the $50 speeding ticket.
saved him.
He also paid my sister's speeding ticket too.
Yeah, but I made her pay me back.
Yeah.
True story. Her ticket was also much more money. I think hers was about $180.
But that's because she was like talking back to the cop, right?
Yeah. But there was no record of it. Like New Jersey, it's like you get a ticket and
Everyone knows.
all the rates go up and everyone knows. Connecticut, it's like, well, you got to
take out Dustox with the psychic.
Well, he's weak anyway, so
Oh, yeah,
I'll
he's
probably
weak.
kill it.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Oh, you know what? I might kill the shadow Pokemon too.
You might kill the Rady Shadow Legend
Yeah, because you're gonna see why.
because you attack the same guy.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
he Shadow?
I think so. No?
No.
You know, it's interesting that Espionage has better speed than Hitmontop.
Yeah, you would think that Hitmontop would have better speed.
I think they're the same level, right?
Yeah.
They are now.
Maybe Hitmontop is just not as good as you'd think. Wow, only one hit?
Wait, isn't it supposed to hit 3
I
times?
think it is
It's
supposed
triple
to hit
kick.
3 times. Well, at least now you don't have to keep leaving Relgum to save.
Love Railgum.
Relgum is one of my top 5 video
Favorite
game
places.
locations of all time. Like, I think if I were to ever get married, I'd get married at Relgum.
Right, but it wouldn't be an actual marriage. It would be like a game marriage.
It would be like as a joke.
Like a game, like a video game marriage.
You know, like a LARPing thing.
Yeah. You know, like for the memes.
As a joke. You
would
see that
be
that's
funny.
a picture of Roselia? You see that?
Oh yeah, barely you could see it.
You can
It doesn't
barely see
even
that.
you don't even realize it until
Yeah. I love how this whole entire section is completely gutted from Pokemon XD.
what,
you know, like
Relgum?
yeah, you know, you like walk into Relgum and then it's
You're
just
in
like
the lobby.
yeah, you're in the lobby.
Where's Ian?
I think the last two, we have Venus and then Ian. Ian Shinha. Oh, these guys. One of these guys definitely has a shadow, if not both. Cypher Peon Arton. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh, Delibird's shadow.
Love Dolly Parton.
Where's the dog?
Here we go. We got Lester Panda redeeming Where's the Dog.
Where's the dog?
You know what? I'm gonna show them to you because you guys are asking. That's been the most redeemed one.
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? He's here. Hey, Rick. Well, who let the dogs out? We let them out earlier. We walked them just before the stream.
Love streaming.
Love streaming. Don't let your streams be dreams. That's like what I always say, right? And then what Nick always says is kingdom come.
Always. Why is this Delibird hard to catch?
You know why? Because I jinxed it last night. I jinxed it last night when I said we weren't having a hard time catching any of the Pokemon.
We're gonna run out of MK Ultras. This is our last MK Ultra here.
It's all right. We got some Premier Balls. We got some Timer Balls. Oh, I know the song. I'm very well versed in the early 2000s hit music. I remember they used that song in the trailer for the Disney film Snow Dogs, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. It was a movie about a guy who inherited snow dogs, huskies, if you will. And he like entered in a race, and the race was like the last one to win rather than the first one to win, you know? Like whoever came in last came in first. Mudu-sama redeemed All Hail the King.
Hail to the king, baby.
The king hasn't shown his head in here yet. I wonder if he's on. I don't think I saw him on streaming. Let me take a look. Let me take a look on my cellular device. No, it doesn't look like the king's on tonight.
Hell the king bastard.
That's all right. Maybe he'll pop his head in later. Yeah, he's not streaming tonight. Oh, I thought we were gonna get him. You know what? It would have been cool to get the Delibird in the Pokeball too, because he's Pokeball colors.
Right. We're gonna get him with this Leer though. Even better than catching him, right?
Even better. No, he will not be. He said he will take today off. He said that on his last stream. Oh, okay. I don't think he was on last night either, unless he was going on at the same time that we were on. Because he was hanging out in our chat for a little bit. Oh. We had a boss?
We have 2 timer bastards.
Alright.
He keeps flying up too. Every time I think I'm thinking of getting him. It's such a waste of money, this battle.
Yeah, we need to stock up.
It's like a freaking $10,000 fight here because we're just thrifting through balls.
And on a Delibird 2 nonetheless. Oh man. One more. We got Ninja Warlord with the little turtle sticking his tongue out. Rick, you want to come over here?
If we don't catch him, I suggest we turn it off so we don't lose all these balls.
Yeah, I agree. Rick, you want to come over here? Ricky, here. Rick. Rick. All right, never mind. He was staring at us from right over there, and he wasn't getting up. Oh, Ninja Warlord redeemed Wumbo.
All right, we're turning it off.
Resetting it.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, you know what I'm going to do while you're doing that?
What?
I'm going to try to build up our finances by doing Colosseum battles.
All right.
So that's going to be the end of Nick tonight. It's going to be me. I'm still going to be playing this game, but I'm not going to be progressing through the main story. Instead,
He's leaving Relgum.
I will be taking a little Relgum hiatus.
All right, guys. I'll see you all in Relgum.
Nick, pass me the controller.
I'll see you guys next time at Relgum Tower.
Yeah, we kept him up a little bit too late last night.
I was falling asleep at the Workman's.
He was falling asleep at the Workman's.
I was on the phone with Marnio and my eyes were closing. I didn't fall asleep, but I was like, oh man.
I did not beat Castlevania. We got one of the endings when I was going with Frank. We did not get the other ending. We just entered the inverted castle. I think I defeated one boss inside of the inverted castle. And we kind of left it there. I think we got some upgraded weapons. Like we got the Alucard shield. So we got that going on. And I know that from what I'm hearing, the Alucard shield is a great item to have in your inventory because you could just plow through enemies with the Alucard shield. I'm going to use every opportunity I have to say the phrase Alucard shield. But Frank and I will be continuing our playthrough of that come this Friday. And then we will be starting some Metroid. We're going to be doing Metroid for you guys because I know that people wanted Famicom Fridays coming back to make a return. So we'll give you a little Famicom action. So this is how we're going to start out. We're going to battle the pre-gym. I know that there's no shadow Pokemon in here. Is Frank going to be Frankenstein for Halloween? I don't know. I don't know. Has he gotten dressed up on his streams before? I don't know. I think me and Nick should do Mario and Luigi. I think that would be pretty funny if we did that. I'd be about that. So this is a Pokemon game that doesn't have gyms. Instead, we have this whole little pre-gym thing. Which, to be honest with you, this pre-gym is, like, harder than several of the legitimate gyms in here. Do you know that Alucard backwards is Dracula? That is because he's the son of Count Dracula himself. Yes, I do know that. When I was in high school, I read a manga called Hellsing. And that had a character named Alucard in it. And it was given to me by one of my friends to read. I didn't own it. I just kind of, like, read through it. And the thing is, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I appreciated the art more than anything else. Because the story I wasn't really following. Because there was, like, a good amount of time between releases of it. And if I wasn't constantly rereading it, then my mind just went elsewhere. But I did read maybe like about 9 volumes of the Hellsing manga. Maybe I should go back and revisit that. The other thing that I think of when I'm thinking about Dracula now, I'm going to be honest with you, is there is a video on YouTube of this guy, internet personality, YouTuber, Donkey, and he prank calls a bunch of GameStops. And he goes, I think the line is something along the lines of, it's me, Dracula, ha, Ha ha. I'm calling to see if you have the new Dracula game. Play as Dracula in up to 3 levels. And then the guy goes, what is the new Dracula game called? And he goes, Hogan's Castle. And then he shows a picture of Hulk Hogan on an NES cartridge. And I think that maybe he was basing that whole thing off of Castlevania. It's a little silly. You should look it up. If you type in Big Yoshi on YouTube, you'll find it, because that's another one of the skits that he does in the video. What he does is he just like calls up some store and he goes, hi, yeah, how do I get the Big Yoshi? And then the woman's like confused who's picking up the phone, and she goes, is it like a stuffed animal? And he just interrupts and goes, Big Yoshi. And then it ends on like one of my favorite skits that he does. He calls up, I think it's a Barnes & Noble, and he goes, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. And the guy goes, yeah. He goes, I need you to open up Google Images, and I need you to type in Big Yoshi. Big Yoshi. And the guy's like, okay. And he goes, do you see it? He goes, it's loading. And he goes, you're going to be looking at a big picture of a big green guy. And the Barnes & Noble guy goes, all right, I see it. And he goes, Yoshi. And then he says, that's the sound he makes. And the Barnes & Noble guy goes, yeah, I know. Thank you for coming to my recreation of a donkey video. See, I wish I were clever enough to, like, come up with prank calls like that. But I'm not as quick in my feet. I need, like, prep time, and I can't be accounting for everything that everyone says in response to it. Like, this guy, his brain is going. I mean, Hogan's Castle, I couldn't think of that on the spot. Yeah, that's it. You're going to be seeing a picture of a big green guy. Yoshi. That's the sound he makes. It's literally the first thing. If you type in Big Yoshi on YouTube, you will find the video. I think the YouTube video is just called Big Yoshi, and I think it's spelled B-E-E-G Yoshi. I actually have a group chat with some of my friends from dental school, and like tangentially others in my life, like Nick and his friends in there, and some of my dental school's friends. It's just like it's a garbage group chat. Maybe like 30 people are in it, and it's called Big Yoshi. After that video. Yeah, so anyway, I am looking forward to going back and finishing through Castlevania. You know, I want to get this game out of the way, too, because I want to move on to another one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing this, but we're getting there. We've had quite a few streams of this. I mean, it doesn't help that, like, I do it during the week and we just do kind of a couple hours per night. But we got to be plugging away at this. We're nearing the end. I don't know if we're going to 100% it on stream or not, because that's going to involve just straight up grinding. I do love this game, though. I really want to move on to that Luigi game that I was hinting at that I was going to do. You know, bring it back to some 3DS. Hello, Legend Singleton. See the waving emoji. Segatastic says, what is Joey's favorite Pokemon? Charizard. Charizard was always my favorite Pokemon. Actually, the reason that I like Pokemon, period, is because of Charizard. You see, Pokemon came out and it was a fad, and me being the guy I am, who has to go against whatever the current thing is, I was like, I'm not gonna play Pokemon. Everyone's playing that. I can't do that. I can't get into that. And then my neighbor up the street, this girl Cora, who's a year older than me, is like, look at this. And she shows me a Charizard card, and I'm like, whoa, that is something. Like, I could get behind this. This is the good stuff. Like, this is what Pokemon is? I thought it was that little rat. Like, I've been into it ever since. Viatrix. Oh, thank you, Viatrix. That was very nice of you. Gifting subs. Yeah, I never got into the whole fidget spinner thing. I like the whole fidget spinner thing as like more of a meme itself. I had a fidget spinner that I think was like someone dropped off at my dad's office like back before dental school when I was like working there. I think it was like a fidget spinner for like a bank. Yeah, and then let me see, what was the other thing? Vaping. I never got into vaping. I don't want to get any of those addictions, you know. Stuff's not good for you. I have friends who do it and they're like, I want to quit, and they just keep doing it. It's like, no, you don't want to quit. You want to keep doing it and then quit later. I wouldn't want to put that upon myself. I know I have an addictive personality. Can't get caught doing that. Yeah, hopefully the vaping thing ends soon. Yeah, you're seeing like 14-year-olds do it. This is like how smoking was, I guess, back in the day. No one actually smokes cigarettes anymore. But I was saying to Nick, we were both walking in our tracksuits. We were both taking Rick for a nice walk in the park in our tracksuits. You know, passing by the bocce courts and all that. And I was just saying, like, I don't want to smoke. I've never wanted to smoke. I never had a desire to smoke. But I'm going to tell you something. If we did smoke cigarettes, this feels right now to be smoking cigarettes in the park while walking the dog in tracksuits. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to smoke cigarettes in the park while wearing tracksuits. But if there was ever a time, that's the time. I'm still not going to do it, though. Only smoked meats, yes. Speaking of smoked meats, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Austin, Texas, but the meats over there, the barbecue over there is fantastic. I went to Austin, Texas, my sophomore year at dental school with some of my friends. We had such a good time, some of the best barbecue. There's like two very famous places. There's one of them over there that like you can't even get into. Like the only way that you get in there is if you like tell them what you want 2 weeks in advance and you get it, or you show up at like, I don't know, 6 a.m. when they open at like 11 and you just wait outside to get in there. But we didn't go there. We went to like the second highest one, which I'm going to tell you was like one of the best barbecue places I've ever been to in my entire life. It was a place called Terry Black's. And we went there for a few nights when we were in Austin. We're going to be going back for one of my friend's bachelor parties next August, so I'm looking forward to the meets. In UK, every form of entertainment, I see people go out to have a drink, alcohol. I don't understand it. I don't need alcohol to entertain myself. Virtually never drink. I don't care what anyone does. I tend to go against it. I'd rather live. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Alcohol is a bad habit. I know I drink alcohol on the stream from time to time, but I will go through like periods of time where like I just won't do it. And even when I do it, I will have like 1 to 2. I think when I was on the stream, I had at most 2. And we were having some recreational beverages. Kind of like save it for trips and vacations and like events. I have some friends though who are in frats, and like the frat culture is just drinking every day. I know some friends who are in my town, and like They hit me up every day, like, let's go to the bar, let's go get a drink. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, it's a very expensive hobby. It's not even a hobby. It's a very expensive habit. Vice. Let's call it that. It's a very expensive vice. And what do you invest in all that money into? It destroys your body. It's bad for the gains. You go and you work out, you do that. It's just, you feel like crap afterwards. You wake up the next day. No one feels good doing that. You're not thinking. You're not being sharp. You're not using your brain. You're not with it. You got to be there. You got to be in the moment. I mean, I think some people it'll help to like loosen them up, make it easier to converse, have a good time, and I could understand that, but there's a fine line between that and getting sloppy. And you can't be getting sloppy out there. Don't want to be Frank the Tank. I don't care about peer pressure either. It will be me. That's a good thing. 'Cause people definitely have some opinions that they want to pressure you into, whether it be drinking or anything else, and you got to be aware of like what they're doing out there, what they're pressuring you to do, what they want you to do, what they want from you. I don't like to drink if I'm going to game. It makes you mess up and you can't react quickly. Yeah, it messes up with the reaction times. Messes up with reaction times, with judgment, all that. It's no good. I feel like all of these battles that I was doing were like relatively easy. Everyone's around like level 27. And then this battle, boom, everyone's like 40. I'm actually struggling a little bit here. At least for whittling down Suicune, we're going to be able to purify him soon. We gotta knock out this nose pass. All these guys in the last show I went to, most of them had a beer belly. It catches up to you. It catches up to you. Some people they'll be drinking in college, and they'll be skinny. They'll be skinny. Then boom, one day they blow up. It all hits them, and you see that. I saw that at my 10-year reunion with a decent amount of people that I went to high school with. They were like that. I don't want a beer gut. I'm a shorter guy. It's gonna show on me quicker when my body changes, whether it changes like to be more fit or to be more out of shape. You see it. I actually felt really good when I was running. I mean, I think I may have been losing some muscle with it, but I cut down about 10 pounds when I was running, training for the 5K that I did last week. I noticed it in my face, too. Sometimes I have a little bit of, like, a double chin. Maybe it's my tongue sticking out, pressing down on the floor of my mouth over there, but sometimes I notice I have a little bit of a double chin. But I lost about 10 pounds, cut down from maybe about 172, 173, and I even weighed myself. I was 161 at one point. And your body kind of starts to reject like the crap that you eat, some of that processed stuff. Like the other day, we were out and I picked up a Wendy's. I hadn't eaten Wendy's in months, but I picked up a Wendy's and I couldn't even like stomach it. I couldn't even finish the burger. I also notice now when I eat like a lot of carbs, a good amount of carbs, I feel that sit in my stomach a lot more. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes the carbs are good. I do like to have my spaghetti every once in a while. My mother made me some spaghetti tonight. I had 2 bowls of that, but you know, some of the garbage carbs though, like on bread and fast food, it doesn't sit well. Even like some of the nicer places, like you go to, I took Frank to this nicer Italian restaurant in my town. We got some chicken cutlet sandwiches. It was good stuff, but the bread on there is filling, and I used to love bread. I used to eat that up. But like I just crave the protein now, the meats. Sin Massacre says he doesn't want to be accused of being pregnant. You got to get tough and get clean when you're older, since body rejects it more. They're refined carbs. Yeah, exactly. Your body definitely does reject it more. It's amazing though, like, at least me when I was a kid, like my brother, we have 2 theories about this. Okay, theory number 1, you get older and you're able to kind of tell. Your sense of taste changes. I heard apparently your sense of taste changes every 7 years. That's theory number 1, is now all of a sudden it doesn't sit well with you. Theory number 2 is it always never sat well with you. You just never put it together that it was the food that was doing it. Buckwheat, wholemeal, sourdough bread, spelt rye are good. Okay. Yeah, there definitely are better breads. There's a nice bagel place in my town, and the bread from over there, that doesn't bother me as much. But again, like what I was saying, you go to some fast food places and the bread over there is just a little nasty. All right, so this is what we're doing. We beat that pre-gym. Now, we're not going to Relgum. We're going to Pirate Town. We're going to do the Pirate Colosseum. We're going to work our way through all the Colosseums. Subway bread is plastic. Subway bread is plastic. I can't tell you the last time I had Subway. When I was in middle school, I used to eat the Subway meatball sandwiches. I don't know why I did. I just did. No, I'll tell you why I did. Because there was a Subway across the street from my middle school, and all the other kids went there, and that's what I had. But it tastes plasticky. It does not taste good. And I love Dunkin'. I love Dunkin' Donuts, but even their muffins over there, anything that you get there, the pastries, all that, that's like plasticky too. I mainly just like the coffee. Heard Arby's is buying Subway. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I feel like Arby's, like if you had to compare in my head, like someone were to say to me, which one's bigger, Arby's or Subway? I'd say Subway. But you know something? I'm judging that on the fact that there used to be 2 Subways in my town. Now there's no Subways in my town. So maybe they are going downhill and Arby's is at a point where they can buy up Subway. There was never an Arby's in my town. There used to be a White Castle in my town. But back in the day, there was like a stabbing there, and then like they shut that down. That was not within my lifetime. Dunkin' is not good. Someone bought some to work this weekend. Virtually no one ate them. Yeah, well, that's the thing with Dunkin'. Oh my god, all these guys are level 50 now. That's the thing with Dunkin'. You drink the coffee, it's like one thing. I like the coffee. I love the coffee. I think that's better than Starbucks coffee. We went after one guy and he dug the hole. I think it's better than Starbucks coffee. But when you get bagels from Dunkin', don't get bagels from Dunkin', especially if you're in a New York, New Jersey area. Like, we have real bagels. Like, my assistant, nice lady, I like her a lot. She says to me the other day, it's slow. We had a block of time where we didn't have any patience. She goes, I'm going to go get bagels. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's perfect. She shows back up with the Dunkin' bag, and I'm like, no, you do not get bagels from Dunkin'. I didn't say that to her face. But you do not get bagels from Dunkin'. Coffee. My Brooklyn accent and a tracksuit saying coffee. Nothing I like more than a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Nothing wakes me up more than a nice, refreshing Dunkin' coffee. Not sponsored. Dunkin' sponsor me. Doesn't matter that I said that crap about your plastic food. Where's the coffee? That would be a good one. Where's the coffee? Jeez, these guys are kicking my butt. Where's the plastic bagels? I don't know. I don't want to know where they are. Keep them far away from me. I'm going to be honest with you, though. All this talk of bagels is making me hungry for a nice, good bagel. Not one of those plastic ones. And not one of those frozen ones either that you reheat. Like a nice, authentic New Jersey bagel. There's nothing like it. I got friends who moved down to Florida, to like the Miami area. And whenever they come up, sometimes they come up, we meet them in DC, right? And they'll go, just take us bagels. Take us bagels from New Jersey. Just get an entire bag. I'm like, what kind do we want? Just like, they're like, just get 12 bagels. Doesn't matter. I need Jersey bagels. Good bagels, quite hard to get. Mostly plastic ones. Come to Jersey. We got good bagels. Even New York has good bagels. When I find some so much better than the plastic ones. I cannot eat plastic bagels. Tonight's stream will be known as the Plastic Bagel Rant stream. When I was on Frank's stream, we had the Taylor Swift rant stream. Now we're going on the Plastic Bagel Rant stream. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to grab myself a nice bagel. And I'm going to head out to work. Rather not eat any than the plastic ones. Yeah, I'd rather give me nothing or give me a real bagel. Give me a real bagel or give me death. That's what Thomas Paine said. Give me a real bagel or give me death. Segatastic, I know you are a healthy eater. What is your opinion on protein bars? If I eat out, it's restaurant, never chain fast food. Okay. But what are your opinion on protein bars? Do you like any? Do you know of any ones that are good? Mostly all fed full of sugar. Yeah. Better off with going with the bagel than the protein bar in the morning then. I didn't know if there were like any high quality ones of that you know of. There are probably some ones. Yeah, they definitely taste processed, I'll tell you that. It's just like, it's something easy. And you know, it's my own fault though. I should be just waking up earlier and like making the time to have a proper breakfast, you know, crack open some eggs. But if I were to do that, then I'd be going to bed soon. And I'm going to play some Pokemon for you guys on stream and hang out a little bit more. You know why? Because I'm ramping up for TwitchCon, guys. That means that we are going to be streaming. We are going to be trying to stream as much as we can, almost every day that I can, just to build up that anticipation. I'm so excited for TwitchCon. You know, just because I'm the only one down here, I'm going to kind of recenter the camera. Here we go. That could go up a little bit higher. Oh, jeez. All right, now you got me and the dog. Where's the dog? How long is that flight? We got a connecting flight. I think we're gonna be stopping in LA, and then we're gonna be flying out from LA to Vegas. I'm not too sure how much time we have in LA. I don't think it's like long enough to do anything. We'll see how it goes. It's coming up soon, though. Bagels suck at Dunkin'. What about their donuts? It's in their name, but do you think the chain lives up to the donuts? Dog will sniff out the Pokemon so Joey can catch them. Yeah. Do I think the donuts live up to the name? I don't. I think they bring the donuts in from a truck. I'm going to be honest with you. They bring the donuts in from the truck. They don't make the donuts there. If they were to make the donuts there, I think it would be a lot better, but, you know, something, it's about the profits, not about the churning out the best product, and they're cheap, and people buy them, so they're going to continue to do them that way. Mass-produced, yeah. Back in the day, they used to make the donuts there, but they don't do that anymore. Back when Dunkin' started up in Massachusetts. I do like the coconut donut from there. I won't eat it every day. I won't even eat it every week. I just have to be in the mindset where I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out and get some garbage food, which is not very often. It's not possible to care and provide quality in a big scale. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you an example of that. There is this place that opened up recently, this ice cream place that opened up in my town. And it's very expensive, but it's very good. It's very high quality. The ice cream there, the way they do it, it's very similar to Dairy Queen, where they will do those blizzards. I think I may have talked about it on here before. They have something there that I get. It's called the King Cone Swirl. And they put like pieces of cone inside of the ice cream. Like, and they mix it up together. They put chocolate chips in there. It's really good. It's really good. And I mean, it's kind of worth the extra bucks that you got to pay for it, but it's good. I prefer small business. Yeah, quality over quantity for me. Love good quality ice cream, but it's hard to find that too. It is. I hate getting like that, the like ice cream from the Good Humor Man, like that processed stuff. Like, that's not ice cream. I don't even know what that is. France is good ice cream. I've never been to France. I've never been to Europe. I'd really like to go. My aunt, Frank's mom, goes to Europe, goes to Italy a lot, a few times a year. She keeps saying that she wants to take me, and I really want to go. I just got to get like my passport renewed. The issue is like taking off from work because it's got to be like a 2-week long trip. Better quality food, higher food safety standard. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that people in Europe will eat the same exact thing that they'll eat in the US and they'll start losing weight if they eat it in Europe. Like people from Europe will eat the same thing in the US and they'll gain weight when they come here and they eat it. People from the US, when they go to Europe and they eat the same thing, will lose weight when they eat it. Italy is nice, went there this year. Yeah. I wonder what it is, if they could trace it to one specific thing, if it's more than one thing. I mean, I'm guessing it's just preservatives and just the process of getting it. And I know that a lot of food companies in the U.S., like, there's like 3 major food providing services. I know Cisco's one of them. I don't know what the other ones are, but if there's like 3 major food providing companies, we're all eating the same stuff. Fructose syrup is a big culprit. A lot of nasty stuff. Papa John's probably does not have better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. They have a good saying, I'll tell you that. I heard an interview with someone from Papa John's. I don't know if it was Papa himself. I think it may have been Papa John himself saying that, like, other fast food pizza places, I think he was talking about Domino's, put Splenda into their bread, which is really weird. Like, one, the idea of, I guess, putting sugar of any kind is a little strange, but then Splenda, which is just like garbage sugar. They have unlimited free fills of soda. That's probably a big one. We don't do that. Soda has crazy calories. Also, Americans use lard a lot, and we don't. The other thing that I think we mass produce over here is corn. So, like, yeah, the corn fructose, what you were saying before with the fructose syrup. For some reason, I don't know why, it was either the government or farmers. It was probably like a combination of the two, like being like, we need this, we need corn. I don't know why, but now they stick corn syrup in everything. It's cheap. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, my aunt jokes like that they're just poisoning us over here. Which may not be too far off with all the pesticides and other garbage in our food. Thinking about like material possessions right now. I typically spend most of my money on food. The only other thing that I like really spent that was on material and not like an experience. Like, I like to spend my money on experiences, right? I went to some concerts over the summer. Saw Metallica twice, saw this band Volbeat once. It's an experience. As far as material goes, this is my material stuff that I've bought. My brother he provided the tracksuit, and then I guess I got this computer, the camera, the TV, all for streaming. So you're seeing my big material purchase at work. I'd like to think that if I buy something material like this, that I'm going to get my use out of it. I'm going to make the purchase worthwhile. I hate to see something that I get just kind of like sit there and not use, because then it's just a waste. It could have gone to something better than if it's just sitting there. Like, could have gone to, like what I was saying, an experience. Could have gone to like something like a dinner with friends. I guess that's technically an experience. Food is my number one. Mentality is best for quality of life. Don't care about sports car. I care about not dying at 50. That is a better priority to have in check than a sports car, absolutely. Is your dad Italian also? Yeah, my dad is Italian. In fact, the sports car attracts all the gold diggers and wrong people. I feel like people like will buy like a car like that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a sports car. It's gonna attract like all these women." It just attracts dudes. They're just like, "Hey man, nice car. Can I take a picture in front of your car? Like, that's a pretty sick car." Like, whatever you do, you're never gonna be attracting like who you want you're targeting to attract. But that doesn't mean don't try. Like, it's never bad to put yourself in a better position. Like, I like to go to the gym. I like to work out. A good chunk of that is like, yeah, so people like I might attract like some hot chick, whatever, but a good amount of it too is like to de-stress, to feel proud of yourself, to feel some sense of value, to feel like you were productive in that day rather than just work. We'll do another Colosseum battle. So I did the Phenac pre-gym. I did the Pirate Colosseum. Let's see if we could hit the Under Colosseum. And then I think the only other Colosseum is the Phenac Colosseum, but I don't think we're going to do that today. I think they're the harder one. So here we go. We're going to do the Under Colosseum. It's not even the cost of the car. It's the cost you just maintain is crazy. Cost to maintain a regular car is pretty crazy. Like, you know, you may think you're saving some money getting a used car, and that might be the best option. It's a depreciating piece of metal. My dad was always like, never buy a new car. The second you drive it off the lot, it's worth less. So he like really hammered that idea into me. We've only gotten used cars in my house. I drive a Honda. I like the Honda. It's an older Honda. It's a 2015 Honda. A lot of my peers will drive newer cars. Fancier cars, flashier cars. I'm happy with mine. I think it has pretty decent gas mileage on it. But I do understand that people do like to be flashy with things. But even getting something a little bit older, a little bit more reliable, it still has issues every once in a while. And those issues are expensive too. Sometimes I guess it just comes down to luck and taking care of it, seeing when you need the oil change and being on top of it, things like that. And I think some of it helps being handy and being a car guy, which I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not. I have a friend who works at a Subaru place. He was on here. He was on one of my streams. We call him Subaru. And he's very handy. He's very into cars and fixing cars, and that's his job, pretty much, to fix cars. It's a skill that I wish I had. Because something goes wrong, you take it to the wrong place, and they're just going to try to screw you over. Spent $2,000 on my old car when it failed service recently. Sigh. I can't afford to replace my car every 10 years. The 3 to 4 year. Yeah, so I'm taking more repairs these days. I've never changed a tire. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never changed a tire. Car salesmen really try hard to know who to trust. Yeah, it's tough in that regard. Oh, these guys are level 55 now. Oh, 59 even at some of them. Oh, wow. You know, we're going to keep Suicune in fever pitch mode for this, because I'm going to need him to be a heavy hitter. Oh, great. And 2 water guys, too. I feel like this game is saturated with water Pokemon. Maybe it would have been good to start off with the Bayleaf. I probably got screwed. They want you to fix stuff that you don't really... Yeah, exactly. They do want you to fix stuff that you don't need to fix. Try to push aircon cleaning service, but I don't do it every year, but every now and then. Yeah, they definitely do try to do that. You gotta go somewhere you could trust, and my dad kind of leans more towards like a small business rather than taking the car back to the dealership for that. Only issue is you take it to a small business, it's going to take longer to get back if you need to get somewhere immediately, and sometimes it could be a lot of waiting. It could be like weeks that it's over there. We have a good amount of cars in this house. There's 5 of us, and I think we have about 6 cars. But they're older cars, like what I was saying, and typically with older cars, like I said, chances are something does go wrong a lot. So it almost feels like there's constantly one car out of commission at all times. My mom, and I think I mentioned this when I was on stream and Frank called me, my mom was visiting my grandma, mine and Frank's grandma, who was at a retirement facility, a retirement rehab facility. And my mom was driving, she was driving at the time a Buick Enclave into the parking lot. And there was a truck that was backing out, and it backed out, and I guess it didn't see her, and it hit her, it T-boned her as it was reversing out, and it totaled the car. You could see, if you look at the images, a whole pretty much rear end of the car on the side had been hit and had been pretty badly destroyed. So now again, we're out of a car. So we're gonna have to get a new one, and Nick just recently acquired a new car. I like Nick's car. Nick's car is a Chrysler 300, and it is probably the newest car we have in this house. I think it is a 2020. Yeah. Problem is, for service, you need to go make your car showroom really for the parts. I like my local better, but they don't do service, so I get screwed much more. I feel bad for my make of car place. Yeah. Someone totaled my mom, sadly, and got... Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. I think my mom is going to get some kind of something from insurance or from their insurance, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get, like... we're still going to have to put money down to get another car. It's still going to be, like, going out of the way, kind of a pain in the neck. Hardly got anything from insurance, yeah. It's a pain in the ass. There are so many water Pokemon in this game. Oh my god. And I feel like they always, all of these Pokemon are hitting, their speed is faster than my speed. They're constantly hitting first. Sometimes they're like doubling up on their turns. Sharing a car these days since cars are so expensive. Since I don't drive my car enough, it's fine, mainly for the gym. Yeah, the only times I'm really leaving my house, I'm going to be honest with you, is I drive Rick to the park to walk over there. I drive to the gym, and drive to work. I haven't gone too far recently. Has Nick ever gotten a ticket? No, Nick has never gotten a ticket, but he has been pulled over several times. I feel like we've all been pulled over in this house several times and for stupid things. I have gotten a ticket, though. I'll tell you some of the times I've been pulled over. I've been pulled over because back in the day I was driving, when I first got my license, I was driving a Chrysler Sebring. It was a convertible. It was an old one. It was a year 2000, and I was driving it in like 2012, so this was a 12-year-old car at the time, and I was driving with the top down. It took us about a year to get it so that way we could recline the top down. And in the winter time, the air just sunk through the top of that car, and you could feel everything, and it was kind of a pain in the ass in the wintertime, but it was nice in the summertime when you could take the top down. And I drove past a cop in a neighboring town. He pulled me over, and he said, I didn't think you were wearing your seatbelt, and I was clearly wearing my seatbelt. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm wearing it. Here it is. Another time, I was driving back home from a Best Buy on Black Friday, and I was driving in the left lane on a 2-lane street, and I was approaching another street to get to my house, and you had to be in the left lane to make a left lane turn. And the cop pulled me over and said that you can't drive in the left lane unless you're passing, and I told him, hey, I'm going to be making that left up there pretty soon, and then he just kind of like let me go. But then he also like was questioning me about like, where are you coming from? This, that, and the other thing. I've gotten pulled over once because that same Chrysler Sebring car, the defoggers weren't the best on it, so it would build up with fog a lot. And I don't know if cops thought that I was hotboxing the car, and I'm just like, listen, the defoggers just aren't great. Let me see some of the other times I got pulled over. Are you kidding me? Are these more water-type Pokemon? See, I'm just telling my story. I'm not even focusing on this game, but this guy is... These guys, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, 2 water Pokemon, Celio and Seadra. In UK, you get a ticket. It's inevitable. So many speed cameras and 20 and 30 miles an hour zones. Oh my God, that is horrible. That is horrible. That is like one of my worst fears. I hate that. That would make me so paranoid. I mean, we are getting those cameras over here now. I think that's absolutely insane. All it takes is to forget once in 10 years. It's not even forgetting. Sometimes you're just following the flow of traffic, and something like that'll happen. That's ridiculous. Sometimes you're driving in a 45, and then it changes to a 35, and then a 25, all on the same street, and it doesn't look any different. Just kind of arbitrary that way. There's so many ways to get a ticket in London. There's places where you can't turn left or right going into a bus lane or yellow blocks for a second. Camera gets you, and they milk it. Easy to get unlucky. And second quick lapse of judgment. Oh, man. Yeah, it does help we have cop friends. We get little cards. We have a few friends who are cops in our town. but sometimes it's just not honored if you get pulled over in other areas. I'll give you an example. Wait, no, Nick, did he get a ticket from this? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. No, he got a warning. Me and Nick were skiing in Pennsylvania, and we were coming back from Pennsylvania. This was this past year. And Nick was driving, and I was in the passenger seat. And we were driving on the highway, and we're in the left lane, right? And there's a cop. It's not a cop. There is a truck that comes up behind us in the left lane. He's like real close. He's got his lights on. And we're like, let this guy out of the way. This guy just... So we go into the right lane. The truck passes us. And then as soon as the truck passes us, the truck speeds past us. We were going like maybe within 10 miles of the speed limit, and this guy goes even faster than that. We see a cop come up on the left lane right after. We're like, ooh, the cop's going to get him. The cop's going to get him. Right? So Nick goes back into the left lane and follows the cop. Well, the cop doesn't get that guy. Now we're all driving in a cohort. There's some cars to the right of us. There's the cop in front of us. And we start to see the cop slow down. And then the cop goes from the left lane into the right lane. And then from the right lane into one lane further right than that. And I say to Nick, don't drive faster than the cop. Don't go faster than him. Like, let him stay in front of you no matter what. He can't pull you over if he's in front of you. Speed limit 65 miles per hour. Cop starts going 60. We start going 60. Cop starts going 50. We start going 50. And then it gets to the point where it's just like we're going 15 miles below the speed limit. Just pass him. We pass him. As soon as we pass him, goes behind us, pulls us over. And he says that he pulls us over for being in the left lane, for driving in the left lane. And he gave us a warning for that. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. You were literally doing the same thing. And we were just keeping up with traffic. And for a second, there was just a cohort where there were people in the right lane there. But yeah. So, I mean, we got a warning, but now all that stuff is, they have computers. And he even told us, like, this is going to be in the system now. If you get pulled over again, like, they're going to know that you did that. And he dodged the guy who went right past. Exactly. Like, we thought for certain he was going to be pulling over that guy. He wasn't. He got us. They're looking. They're going to get you for anything. I have friends who are cops, but I know what, power can do to certain people who take on these jobs, and certain people are looking. And I have friends who are cops, and they say that sometimes their boss will get on them when they're not pulling people over. Like, oh, you got to step your numbers up, whatever. They claim that the quota is not real, but they will say that sometimes their bosses will, like, say your numbers are, like, the lowest. You got to step up your numbers. Then I have friends be like, now my numbers are the highest. Nick got pulled over once because we were driving at night, and the cop said that he couldn't clearly see Nick's license plate. He said that the license plate was obstructed. I think some paint may have chipped off of it, so it wasn't like one uniform color, and he got a warning for that. Yeah, we've been pulled over a lot. Not a lot of tickets, but just a lot of times being pulled over. Points stay on your record for 3 years. It's a long time not to get more points on the license before they reset. Yeah. That's why, like, I am super trying to be, like, cognizant of cops on the road, and not just that, but just, following all the rules, staying in a group, not driving in the left lane, not driving too fast, make sure that I'm not going more than 10 miles over the speed limit if I am going over the speed limit. Some cops can be a little tricky now, too. I've seen that there's an undercover cop car in my town that they put up an Uber light at night when they drive. And then there's another one in a neighboring town that my brother saw when he was coming back from work one night. One of the nights that he was out in New York City for a while with some of his work friends, he left his car at a nearby train station over here. And Nick gets into his car, and then there's another car parked a block down, and all of a sudden that car puts its lights on, and Nick is going back and forth. Is that a cop? Is that not a cop? It has an Uber light on. It's not a cop. But you know what? This car is like tailing me. The past few turns I've turned on, it's been turning on. You got to be aware of that stuff. And all of a sudden, that cop put that car, the undercover car, that had an Uber sign, and it puts cop lights on. Must have gotten a call, and it goes into another direction. So even when it says Uber, you got to watch out. Cars freedom, don't want you to get your license taken away. Yeah. We live in a residential area, and sometimes at nighttime, depending on when you go out at night, you'll see more cop cars on the road than you will see like civilians on the road. Have a friend once who parked in a handicap spot. When she looked up the code, it had nothing to do with parking, so it was code for not enough restrooms in the establishment. It's towards the end of the month, and I guess the cops needed to make a quota. Oh, wow. Can't bring those home on bus. That's crazy. You know, you could probably, if you look up, that's a good thing to do, to look up the code. That's something that I honestly wouldn't think to do. I'd kind of just see like, oh, I got this, whatever. Let me go pay it. But you could probably challenge like the incorrect code in court. Too limited to shop for any liquids. Those heavy without a car. Oh, yeah, like going to a grocery store and then coming back to a bus. You can't like carry stuff. Sometimes when I go to Florida, when we didn't have a car down there, when I go down to Florida on vacation, I'd have to walk to a grocery store or Uber to a grocery store, then call an Uber just to pick me up to carry all the stuff. All right, it's all water type Pokemon over here. All right, Typhoid Mary is going back, and we're going to be using Umbreon. Of course, keep using Double Team. Now watch. Double Team is a move that whenever they use, we never hit them. But whenever I use it, they always hit me. Almond milk? How about coconut milk? Do you like coconut milk? I never got really into almond milk. I've always been like kind of a whole milk kind of guy, but I do like coconuts. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. It's good too. Coconut water. Yeah, coconut water. That's what I meant to say. Oh my god, this guy. I can't even land one hit on this guy. There we go, finally. That does close to nothing. Random John Smith, semifinal. Yeah, we got that nice, sweet semifinal music going on. This is the first time that I'm trying to successfully beat the Under Colosseum. I got my ass handed to me last time I was doing this. My guys are a little bit underpowered. I'm training to get to the final fight in Relgum and purify my Shadow Suicune, but now at this point, because we're so underleveled, I am banking on the critical hits that this pitch hyper mode will give us. Has your mom and your aunt ever been together going to Italy? Yes. One time. That was the only time my mom has ever been to Italy. They went together with their mom, my grandma, who is the one who's not doing as well now. And that was, I don't know, that was within 10 years ago, maybe 5 to 10 years ago. And even back then, my grandma wasn't the best at moving around, so they didn't get to see everything. It's a good experience that they had, but they didn't get to see everything because of that. And I know my mom with traveling, she has a panic attack even when she's traveling from here to Florida. Something that should be relatively easy. She gets stressed out about it a lot. See, I'll pack my bags to go down to Florida, right? And I'll do it in 20 minutes, no issue. And there's a ritual that happens every night before I go down on a trip, before I take a plane. And there's no doubt in my mind that that ritual will happen again before Frank and I go to Las Vegas. And that ritual is this. My mom will go through the bags that I've packed, and she will tell me that I did everything wrong, and I packed everything wrong. And she will repack my bags. And then I'll film her as she does it. And I'll put that up on my Snapchat. Because it's funny, and it happens every time, and it's a running gag, and people know to look out for it. But you know something? I am going to say, to her credit, she does fold everything nice, and I do have everything I need. But when I pack, a little secret about me, I like to pack as if I'm going to shit my pants every day 2 times a day. I need to have an absurd amount of underwear. I think I need to have every single pair of underpants that I have ever owned, just in case. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I pack. It'll all be wrong. Alright, this is what I think I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to try to take the Pelipper off the table because that is a water guy and my non-water Pokemon are running out. We have an Entei, we have a Typhlosion. Oh, and I say that as I attack Noctowl. See, this is... Hey, Rick. This is multitasking. This is... Well, I can't focus on 2 things at once. At this point, we're killing off the Noctowl. Right, Rick? We're killing off the Noctowl? And he's killing off our espionage. Okay, let's try to do Entei. VA-Trax putting in the hen and the tie. Interesting nickname scheme you have going on there. Oh, yes. Yes, that hentai was named by my brother Nick, who claims to not like hentai. Yeah, so we have Umberto the Umbreon, Hentai the Entei. We have Espionage the Espeon. You know, it's at the point where I don't even, like, think about it. I just accept, like, yeah, his name is Hentai, and then, like, everyone's just like, you put the hen and the tie in there. We have a lot of silly nicknames. The thing that I'm wondering, though, and I brought this up when we named him that, is if I took this Entei, named Hentai, and I sent him to Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then from there I transferred him up to a 4th generation game, a 5th generation game, 6th, and then tried to put him into Poke Transporter, Pokebank, and put him onto the Switch. Would I be able to do that? I think it'd get renamed. Yeah, would it just go back to being Entei then? Because I know like the modern games probably wouldn't allow that. It would stink if it was just locked in whatever game and I wasn't able to bring it further. Hentai is pretty funny. Forcefully renamed to default. Yeah, okay. Well, in this game, he's going to be Hentai. Right, Rick? All right, here we go. Street Performer Creeble. Gotta love the names in this game. Mudu-sama Hentai. Alright. So, my Typhlosion is called Typhoid Mary, even though he's a male. Just notice happened to the French Chatot you can get as an in-game trade in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Wait, what was the French Chatot called? I don't know if hentai would be a bad word per se, or if they just wouldn't want you to allow people calling Pokemon that. I don't know. Maybe it is a bad word, and I just don't know. The censorship in the game, honestly, ridiculously strict. Yeah, see, there you go. It's just censorship that's just strict. Good. You love that. You love to see that. Bye-bye, Typhoid Mary. All right. How are we doing this? What's our angle? I think we got to take down the Gorbis. I think that's the first thing. First things first, taking down Gorbis. There was a Pokemon who couldn't get traded over GTS in Gen 5 if they weren't nicknamed because parts of their name triggered word filter. Don't ask me why, I don't remember. That's an interesting thing to look into. I definitely should check that out when I have a chance. The censorship in Pokemon. Okay, here we go. Gorbis is going down. No more water Pokemon. The water Pokemon we're taking off the board because my Entei. Hentai means pervert, also means sex. I didn't know that. I honestly just thought it meant like porn. You know, it's entei, not entai. It means flame emperor in Japanese. Oh, that's pretty cool. No, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That sounds... Honestly, they should have called him Flame Emperor in English. That sounds great. Flame Emperor Waterlord? What was Raikou? So it doesn't mean cute little tie for hens. Flame Emperor. Yeah, it's too long. I don't know. Maybe there could have been some way to shorten that. The character limit. Yeah, because for Alligator, they had to even, like, really shorten. Yeah, I had no idea. That's pretty cool, though. The more you know now. Thunderlord, Emperor, King. Okay. So all of them are like some type of royalty. It's interesting that they didn't try to like... I mean, there's American names for other Pokemon, English names for other Pokemon. They didn't change those. Oh, great. Another water. So there's our Suicune. There goes our Waterlord. Okay, we're going to take out the Hitmontop, and that's what we're going to go after the Sharpedo with. Good. Good. You love to see that. It's great. When Joey says he has to catch them all, he means he has to catch all the gym gains. I do. I went to the gym today. I did shoulders. I did shoulders with Jonk, our reoccurring guest star. He didn't make it onto the stream tonight. Hopefully sometime this week. We might have to have him fill in for Nick because Nick is going to visit his girlfriend this weekend. Friday's definitely going to be me and Frank. Maybe Jonk will come. Maybe I'll have Jonk for Saturday too. We'll see. All right, so now we're just going to be going for this Kecleon. All right, so this is hopefully what would be great is if we make him dark type and then we attack him with fighting. Nope, but fighting hit first. Good. Good, you love that. No, that's not very effective. All right, so let's see. What can we do here? Well, we can use Secret Power. There we go. He changes his type mid triple kick. Speaking of Japanese, did you know this game is censored for international release? No, I did not. What is it censored on? I didn't know that. I know that the difference between the bonus discs is in the US we got Celebi, and then in Japan they got... Or in the US we got Jirachi, and in Japan they got Celebi, but I didn't know about the censorship. Ryu, your partner, has a different outfit. Oh, wow. I need to check this out. They blur out the Pokemon genitalia. In the original, her skirt is shorter and her shirt shows navel. Let me look this up. I'm pulling this up in the side tab. Oh, yeah. Wow. No, I did not know that. Yeah, now she has a belt. She has, like, a bigger belt that's, like, covering her belly button. You know, something crazy is, like, if you didn't point that out to me and I saw Japanese gameplay of this, I don't think I would have noticed. It's one word, hentai, not hentai. Yeah, that's my Jersey pronunciation slipping through. Hentai, one word, hentai. You didn't have an eye out for the details. I have an eye out for those pink boots because my brother keeps pointing them out to me. Honestly, like, I'm just taking in the vibes. Let's take a look at her right now. Let's size her up a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, it's tough to see. I mean, she's got that jacket on, and then comparing skirt length. I don't know. That's one of those things where you can't really tell unless you have the two things side to side. But I'm going to be honest with you. I can't see her belt really from here. So if her belt is covering up the area of her belly button, then I wouldn't be able to pick it up. Hey, Mentally Numb, welcome. All right, it's gonna be 1 soon. We just finished up the Under Colosseum, so I think that's gonna take us to the end for tonight. If you guys have any suggestions on anyone to raid, please put them down in the chat below. I think I'm gonna be calling it now. I hope you all had a good time. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. So yeah, I will be taking raid suggestions, and then we're going to be closing up stream for tonight. I might come on tomorrow and do a different game, or I might continue this game depending on if Nick is going to be with me. But he's been working fairly hard, and I don't want to knock him out again in his workday and make him half asleep. Alright. So if no one has any raid suggestions, I'm just going to look on Twitch to see who is on. All right. Oh, what's this? Mudu-sama's got a recommendation? Okay. Let's do him. Thank you for the recommendation, Mudu-sama. So we are going to be raiding Forte Fire. All right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all later. Hope you have a good night. Hope you had a good time hanging out. I certainly did. See ya.